Kerfoot down that way that does the translation.
I see.
It's very helpful.
And, what was that conference in Peru? What was that conference? What was it? What was the focus?
It was an osteoarthritis and osteoporosis.
Okay, so let me ask you, how is it? I mean, osteoporosis. These diseases are universal. These chronic diseases. How is it that? And what city in Peru? Lima.
Lima, yeah.
Okay.
It's the capital. It's on the coast. It's a very nice city.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So, there you have this conference. I suspect you had a lot of pharmacists and doctors, medical people, yes?
At the Peru conference, it was primarily medical doctors, and they have like some practicing pharmacists that are sort of like equivalent, we'll say, to a PharmD in the U.S.
Okay.
Where they have a clinical practice.
Okay.
And it was kind of PharmDs and medical
All
doctors.
Right. So let me ask you, osteoporosis is a very serious health issue. Do you find that, like in Peru, the way they approach treating osteoporosis is similar to, different from, or the same as we do in the U.S.?
One of the biggest problems with osteoporosis is there are not any overt symptoms generally until somebody has a fracture. So it's very complicated to get people to become aware of the condition until they or somebody they know has a problem with it. In my opinion, in Peru, there in Ecuador and in the northern part of South America in general, there's a little bit of a better public health campaign about how people's lifestyle and diet can prevent the condition from developing.
But let me stop you there. Are you saying that they do a better job in Peru in educating the public about osteoporosis than we do in the U.S.?
In my opinion, yes.
No, are you kidding me? Wow. And they have an act. Why do you think that they're so osteoporosis conscious there? What is there? Is it? Do they have a high prevalence and incidence of osteoporosis? Is that why?
I think we have a higher presence here in the United States. Generally speaking, the people highest at risk for osteoporosis are Caucasian women living in the Western world. Latin or like Hispanic genotypes have generally less risk than Caucasians, but still significant risk. And then African Americans generally have a less of a risk or prevalence than the two aforementioned groups.
So I find it interesting that in Peru they have a campaign, an active campaign to educate the public about osteoporosis and how diet and lifestyle can prevent it, treat it, more so than here in the U.S. Wow, that's interesting to learn. And you were there. You were talking about BioSil, and some people may say, well, wait a minute. I've heard Richard Passwater on Let's Talk Nutrition. I heard him talking about hair, skin, and nails. What does BioSil have anything to do with bones? That somebody might ask. I'll give you a chance to. That's called a softball pitch, buddy. You should be able to hit that pitch for sure. And Richard will explain how it could be that BioSil, which is known as a beauty product, a health and beauty product, has anything to do with bones. You'll see. You'll be surprised. LTN, coast to coast and globally, I don't know if we're in Peru. Are you tired of being tired? So was Amanda until she tried Floridix Iron and Herbs. You can probably relate. Between juggling her job and family, she was constantly exhausted. She put off going to the gym, and making her dinner every night seemed like a heroic task. Then she found out she had the most common nutritional deficiency in the U.S., iron deficiency. Amanda turned to Floridix, an easily absorbed plant-based liquid iron supplement. For over 60 years, Floridix has been helping reduce exhaustion and fatigue caused by iron deficiency. This formula is easy on the digestive tract and free of artificial colors and flavors. It even has vitamins B and C for enhanced absorption. No wonder it's the best-selling iron supplement in North America. FloraVital provides all the same benefits as Floradix, but without gluten or yeast. Reclaim your energy with Floradix and FloraVital, available at your local health food store. For more information, visit florahealth.com/Floradix. florahealth.com/Floradix.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
The proceeding was a commercial program.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Richard Passwater is my guest, and he is in Frankfurt, calling in from Frankfurt, Germany. And there you go. Gets around that guy. He was doing a conference in Peru, And he was talking about osteoporosis there. And I was just curious, and the audience was made up of mostly physicians, he said. And I was curious. I mean, osteoporosis is not indigenous to any particular country, of course. And he said that in Peru, that they have a campaign to try to educate the public about how diet and lifestyle is implicated in osteoporosis. I was wondering, are they doing a better job at that than we are? And he seems to think that they are. So what I thought I would do is just a brief tutorial on osteoporosis, hit some of the highlights here. 1 in every 2 women and 1 in every 4 men over the age of 50. Now listen to what I said. 1 in every 2, that's 50%. And 1 in every 4 men, that's 25% of men over 50 years of age, will suffer a fracture because of osteoporosis at some point in their life. Treating the fracture does not necessarily, though, end the matter or restore their health, right? About 20% of people with hip fractures attributable to osteoporosis die within 1 year of sustaining that fracture. About 33% of people who had an osteoporosis-induced hip fracture are no longer able to care for themselves and move into a nursing home within a year following the incidence of the fracture. And another 17%, although they don't require nursing home care, are not able to return to their previous pre-fracture lifestyle. I mean, that's devastating. Those numbers are, shocking. An estimated 54 million Americans, over 80% of whom are women, age 50 years and older, have osteoporosis or low bone mass. And by 2030, that number is to reach about 64.4 million. Might be asking yourself, when I give those numbers, these statistics are abstractions of reality, as I always say. And I use them to try and push the question. What question do those numbers provoke? Yeah, I'm asking, as I'm saying those to you, why? Why is it that we're having this linear increase in osteoporosis? What is going on? It's not genetic, I can tell you that. It's not genetic. Doesn't work that way. Over 9 million osteoporosis-induced fractures occur every year worldwide. That they tried to put a number, a cost on that. They estimate it's somewhere around $100 billion. We're just talking about one disease here. Osteoporosis is a systemic skeletal disease characterized by decreased bone strength associated with the deterioration of the microarchitecture of the bone tissue. In other words, the bone quality, and low bone mineral density. And in osteoporosis, as in osteopenia, which is a forerunner to osteoporosis, the ratio of the mineral content to the protein matrix content in the bone is within normal range, but reduced. So, this is in contrast to osteomalacia, which is primarily associated mainly with vitamin D deficiency, in which the proportion of the mineral in bone is reduced in relation to the protein matrix. Now, osteoporosis results in the person having brittle, porous, fragile bones, which puts them at increased risk for fracture. Fragility fractures are those that occur in the absence of major trauma or from injury that would not normally be sufficient to cause fractures in normal bones. And these will affect the spine, the ribs, the hip, pelvis, or the wrist. People fall at home. We just had former President Jimmy Carter. He has recently had 2 falls at home. What is he, 90-something? I mean, the guy's amazing. He had cancer, and he fought back on that. And, yeah. Now, I know there are more than a few people listening and watching this show that probably have a family member, a friend, a colleague, somebody they know who, within the context of all those statistics that I was citing, they know somebody that would fall within those statistics. Hopefully not the one where about 20% of people with hip fractures attributable to osteoporosis die within a year. One of the things we know about aging, when you get to like 80, what's kind of ironic here, your risk for certain diseases goes down, right? But at the same time, your risk for dying from a fall goes up. And it's primarily due to this, compromised skeletal system, your bones. Them bones, those, that song. The diet is a driving force, and so is lifestyle. Being sedentary certainly doesn't help. And if you think you're going to solve this problem with drinking milk, you better think again. It's not going to get it done. The cow's not going to help you here. Not going to be enough. And my guest today, Richard Passwater, knows all too well what I just said is true. Richard, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Thank you for having me, and also thank you for reviewing those statistics on osteoporosis. Many people are not aware of how deadly and debilitating the fractures resulting from osteoporosis can be. Mm-hmm. And I really appreciate you sharing that, basically a third of the people that suffer a hip fracture require institutionalized care the rest of their life, and nearly half of that group die within a year. And it's staggering to hear those statistics.
Yeah. Again, as people when they get to about 80, their risk for certain diseases goes down. But if they have a compromised skeletal system, their risk for dying almost, it seems to go up if, due to a fall. And they got it's sort of like, a house that wasn't built properly and a hurricane comes and just, it can be devastating. A fall is like a hurricane for an elderly person with compromised bones. It can be devastating, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that people often don't realize about bones is that they're organs. And it's an organ system, and it's constantly being remodeled throughout somebody's life.
Explain what that means, that word. What does remodeling mean?
Remodeling is a term where the body tears down old, damaged, or defective tissue and replaces it with fresh, healthy tissue to meet the current needs of the body. On one side, it could be like a muscle. As an example, if you go to the gym and do curls every day, your body says, hey, I need big muscles on the arms, and it'll build more bicep muscle than it otherwise would. And also, in the case of bones, the bones are constantly being damaged every day by wear and tear, by homocysteine, by stress hormones like cortisol, by sugar through glycation reactions, and by free radicals. And these damaged bone tissue first needs cleaned out, and then
we'll continue our conversation. Ridgecrest Herbal's original Clear Lung supplement has been the #1 selling natural product for lung health since 1998. Clear Lung's formula is a synergistic blend of Chinese herbs that helps maintain open airways and balance mucus levels. It combines the healing properties of 13 perfectly balanced herbs that have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. Need extra help? Try Ridgecrest Herbal's Clear Lung's Extra Strength with twice the herbs and Ridgecrest Herbal's patented Avail-Blend formula designed to support the bioavailability availability of the original 13 herbs. Got a picky kid who doesn't like pills? Clear Lungs Liquid is safe for children and has a naturally sweet orange flavoring. And don't forget to check out Clear Lungs Immune and Clear Lungs Sport. Visit rcherbals.com or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad to order the right Clear Lungs product for you. That's 1-800-242-4649.
Is getting a good night's sleep a challenge? Fortunately, there's a superior fast-acting sleep formula called Tranquil Sleep from Natural Factors. This non-habit-forming supplement contains a unique combination of melatonin, 5-HTP, and L-theanine, which works in harmony with your body's natural sleep hormones. Tranquil Sleep can help you fall asleep, stay asleep, sleep sounder, and wake up refreshed, all without feeling drowsy in the morning. The key benefit comes from increasing the time spent in the deeper stages of sleep. It's only in these deeper levels of sleep that we truly experience the rejuvenation, regeneration, and recuperation that sleep provides. Even if you think you get a good night's sleep, give Tranquil Sleep a try. You might be surprised with how much better you've slept by waking up with more energy and enthusiasm to start your day. Learn more at naturalfactors.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Talking with Richard Passwater today. He's in Frankfurt today, but he was in Peru a few days ago, I guess, and was giving a talk at a conference, and they were talking about osteoporosis. So I'm talking about it with him, and doing as we go along, these little mini tutorials on osteoporosis, and we were talking about bone remodeling, which is bone turnover. This your bones are, as Richard's point is well taken, your bones are not inorganic, dead entities. These are live. They're living bone, really. And the turnover occurs throughout your life, But about 30, when you're about 30 to 35 years of age, the bone resorption, what bone resorption is, means breakdown, will be greater than bone formation. That's a natural consequence of aging. Now, if your diet is horrible, your lifestyle is horrible, that is accelerated. So you're breaking down more bone than you're making. The bone resorption can include mineral loss, and it can occur at a rate of up to 10%, approximately 10% per decade, both for men and women. However, during the first 5 to 10 years after menopause for women, the rate of loss is accelerated considerably. So, yeah. Richard, welcome back. In your talks, I guess, does menopause come up a lot in these discussions or conferences or talks that you give?
Yeah, absolutely. Menopause is a phase in somebody's life that generally results in a 30% collagen loss in the body in the 5 years following menopause. And during this phase, the changes are very evident in the skin, but also people are losing quite significant amounts of bone collagen and bone mass. And it's a time in life where a lot of doctors are treating people for bone-related issues for the first time. Some of the loss that occurs to collagen structures in the body after menopause is due to less estrogen in the body. During menopause, the ovaries stop making estrogen, and only the adrenal glands are making estrogen at this point. And estrogen levels really drop, and estrogen really promotes collagen production in the body. And without that extra boost of estrogen, collagen production will slow down.
Mm-hmm.
But also, after menopause, stress and homocysteine levels generally increase. So the collagen structures in the body are damaged by the homocysteine and the cortisol levels. And these are things that can be addressed. They're manageable conditions. The body doesn't have to stop making or slow down making bone, and bone resorption doesn't have to exceed bone formation at 35. It's common, but it's not programmed into our DNA.
Mm-hmm.
It's just typical from the modern lifestyle.
Do you know of cultures where the issue of osteoporosis is not an issue?
Generally speaking, the more the people stay active and the more whole food based diets they have, osteoporosis is much less of a problem. Osteoporosis is more of a problem in westernized modern day living situations.
Imagine that.
And strangely enough, the cultures that consume the most calcium and the most milk have the highest osteoporosis incidence.
Why?
And bone's much more than a calcium-based tissue. It's a really dynamic living tissue that it has a collagen framework to it. And in my opinion, that collagen framework gives bone at least 80% of its total strength.
Mm.
And diets that have nutrients that are required to keep collagen production high generally, in my opinion, the result in better bone health.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. What's interesting, Richard, is that these cultures where they're drinking, they're relying on the cows to protect their bones. They may be thinking there may be more osteoporosis, so they think drinking milk is going to, work their way out of that. Maybe that's why you got that correlation. I'm not sure why that correlation exists, but you mentioned collagen well over a half a dozen times already. And BioSil is a collagen generator. So does taking BioSil help with the treatment, prevention, or otherwise make for better bones?
Absolutely. The framework of bone is collagen. It's type 1 collagen fibers, which are strong, flexible, fibrous protein fibers that run in a multi-directional network, and it forms the underlying framework of the bone. It's about 30% collagen, and then 70% of the bone is minerals such as calcium phosphate crystals, which are deposited into the collagen framework. And the body is constantly remodeling the bone tissue. As a general rule, somebody has a new skeleton every 7 to 10 years. And for proper remodeling to occur, the body has to make about 45 or 50 grams of new bone collagen every day. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but every 10 days, the body needs to make a new pound of bone collagen.
Wow.
To keep bone remodeling in a healthy
if the diet is insufficient and the lifestyle is terrible, that kind of expectation is not going to be met. That's where BioSilk can come into play. We'll be back coast to coast and globally.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, talking about bone health today with Richard Passwater from Biominerals, makers of BioSil. Great product. It's a collagen generator. Not collagen. It helps generate, it activates the enzymes that are necessary to get the work done to synthesize collagen. In terms of lifestyle, you might want to keep this in mind. Turns out that, I lost my notes. Smoking is not a good thing for bone health. That's for sure. That is a risk factor, a lifestyle risk factor for osteoporosis. And there are others. Sedentary lifestyle is yet another risk factor for osteoporosis. Caffeine minimally, by the way, minimally affects calcium balance and therefore is thought to be weakly associated with the development of osteoporosis. However, know that caffeine will reduce the renal reabsorption of calcium, which leads to a temporary increase in urinary calcium losses. So, but there are other lifestyle of course, your diet, that's a dietary variable. Your diet may be deficient in those minerals or nutrients that would help in bone formation. Richard, welcome back. So, BioSil would be part of a sort of a protocol to improve the quality of bones and bone strength and formation and so on. Yes.
That's right. BioSil can help keep collagen production high, and including bone collagen production. As an example, there was a one-year study that was done at the St. Thomas Hospital at the University of London's Queen's College School of Medicine. And in this study, the principal investigator, Professor Tim Spector, took a group of women who had just been diagnosed with osteopenia, which is a thinning of the bones. It's they're not as far along to have bones so thin to be considered in the osteoporosis disease state, but rather they have a diagnostic T-score between -1 and -2.5. But in this study, all the women were given calcium and vitamin D supplements. It's unethical to do a study where you give somebody with thinning bones a straight placebo. So everybody took a standard treatment. And then some of the women also took BioSil along with it. And the women taking BioSil grew 15% more bone collagen than the women taking just calcium and vitamin D. And they increased their bone mineral density at the hip 2% more than the group taking calcium and vitamin D. And we estimate that had the women in the study not taken anything, they would have lost about 2.5% of their bone mineral density at the hip over a 1-year period. And by taking calcium and vitamin D, they cut that loss in half. They only lost about 1.22%. And then by taking BioSil, they actually grew more bone in their hip, and they had an increase from 0.78%, almost 1% over what they started with. And with bone mineral density, little differences make a huge impact in somebody's fracture risk or somebody's quality of life. And generally, if product's considered clinically relevant, meaning that it's useful, if it can increase bone mineral density over a straight placebo 1% over a 3-year period. So BioSil increased bone mineral density at the hip over an active treatment group, calcium and vitamin D, by 2% in 1 year. So it was double the threshold of clinical relevance in 1/3 of the time. So these are very, very meaningful and very exciting increases to the bone mineral density in the hip.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You're listening to Richard Passwater from Biominerals, makers of BioSil, one of the, I think, more formidable products in the natural products industry for connective tissue. And connective tissue implicates a lot of your body. Not only your hair, skin, and nails, your bones, your arteries, your ligaments, your tendons, your joints. It goes on and on. The collagen matrix, that's part of the extracellular matrix. That's the space between the cells, and you have the collagen matrix part of the extracellular matrix, right?
That's correct. It's sort of the house that the cells live in, or the, like you like to say, the space between the cells. Mm-hmm. And the quality of that space really determines a huge amount of how those cells function.
Yeah, I was, and it keeps the cells together. I was sharing with the audience this business of they're trying to grow meat, okay? And one of the problems that they're having, they're able to grow it, but it's mush. And they're trying to get it to look like a piece of meat when you put it on the plate. So they're trying to figure out how to create a matrix whereby the cells will be able to hang on to something. And they're using like gelatin now. They're experimenting with gelatin to create a matrix so that when you grow this meat, it will look like meat instead of mush. We would look like mush if we didn't have the extracellular matrix and the collagen matrix within it, wouldn't we?
We would all look like jellyfish. Some of us would be bigger jellyfish than others, but we would all look like jellyfish.
We would all look like jellyfish.
Gelatin is collagen matrix when it comes down to it. So it's very interesting that they're trying to grow muscle and a meat matrix using collagen as a framework. It's exactly how the human body does it.
Yeah. Your ligaments have up to 90% collagen. Your tendons are about 80% collagen. And your cartilage is about 70% collagen.
Yeah, these tissues are being remodeled every day as well. The body's tearing down old damaged ligaments and cartilage and whatnot, and rebuilding new ligaments and cartilage. As an example, the body has to make almost 2 grams of new ligament collagen every day, and the body needs to make almost 5 grams of collagen to make new cartilage every day.
Sure.
And these tissues are constantly being rebuilt so they can be healthy and functional. Sure. And
well, they're implicated. They're implicated with your joints. If you have compromised ligaments, tendons, and cartilage, your joints you're going to be in joint trouble, no doubt. So yeah.
Unfortunately, collagen breakdown in those joint tissues generally results in loss of functionality, stiffness, and pain.
Pain, yeah. 877-897-8255. Richard Passwater, Biominerals, makers of the world famous, no doubt, BioSil. We'll be back.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult? Try PGX from Natural Factors. This revolutionary product is clinically shown to help people achieve their ideal body weight in a safe, natural way. PGX helps you feel full for hours, dramatically reduces the glycemic index of any food or meal, and ultimately causes the release of the compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. As medical doctor Mark Hyman said in his best-selling book, Eat Fat, Get Thin, if you choose to use only one supplement, PGX is the most important. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, you need the tremendous support of PGX from Natural Factors. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, visit pgx.com.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Ridgecrest Herbal's original Clear Lung supplement has been the #1 selling natural product for lung health since 1998. Clear Lung's formula is a synergistic blend of Chinese herbs that helps maintain open airways and balance mucus levels. It combines the healing properties of 13 perfectly balanced herbs that have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. Need extra help? Try Ridgecrest Herbal's Clear Lung's Extra Strength with twice the herbs and Ridgecrest Herbal's patented Availablend formula designed to support the bioavailability of the original 13 herbs. Got a picky kid who doesn't like pills? Clear Lungs Liquid is safe for children and has a naturally sweet orange flavoring. And don't forget to check out Clear Lungs Immune and Clear Lungs Sport. Visit rcherbals.com or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad to order the right Clear Lungs product for you. That's 1-800-242-4649. .com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. It is time for our health question of the day. We do this every single day, Monday through Friday, and you can give us a call, 877-897-8255. Dr. Garko is going to ask you a question, and if you have the answer, just give us a call. You will win a $25 supplement gift card when you get the right answer.
And here's the question. True or false? You can guess. You got a 50-50 chance of being right. True or false? 1 in every 2 women and 1 in every 4 men over the age of 50 will suffer a fracture because of osteoporosis sometime during their lives. True or false? 877-897-8255. Richard, welcome back. I remember you once telling me that did they give the BioSil to racing dogs? Richard.
That's correct.
And what?
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
And they gave them to these racing dogs, and what did they find?
There's a big problem with bone and joint injuries in young racing dogs. The trainers that train these dogs are often knuckleheads, and they overtrain the animals, make them perform much more rigorously than their bodies can handle. And they also generally feed these animals in a way that the animal puts muscle on at a much faster rate than the skeletal system keeps up with the increase in weight. And a group of trainers in the UK decided to try to improve the bones and cartilage and ligaments and tendons of the animals by supporting collagen generation, and they incorporated BioSil in the feed, and they reduced the injury rate from musculoskeletal problems while the animals were training. It's also used in the racehorse business for pretty much the same issue.
Yeah, because the joints for those animals, dogs and horses that are racing, the stress on the joints has to be phenomenal. And even though they may be fed healthy and they are fit, the joints are vulnerable to damage when you are putting them under that much excessive, persistent stress, right?
That's correct. There's excessive wear and tear, and especially with the tendons. The tendon is a tissue that connects the muscle to the bone. And to facilitate movement, the muscle, of course, contracts and it pulls the bone. And these animals have a lot of trouble with tendon-related problems from having very, very strong muscles that are growing at a faster rate than their tendon is.
Yeah,
the muscle's really only as strong as the tendon when it comes down to it.
Yeah, tendons connect muscle to muscle, ligaments connect muscle to bone. And then
well, the ligaments do bone to bone.
Excuse me. Tendons are muscle to bone, right?
That's correct.
And ligaments are bone to bone. I misspoke. I'm sorry. Yeah. So the tendons connect your muscle to the bone, and the ligaments are holding 2 bones together. They connect bone to bone. And the cartilage is found where with respect to the joint?
The cartilage is on the end of the long bones. It's called articular cartilage, and it sort of helps the bones glide instead of grind across each other, sort of like a Teflon coating. And there's some of the joints also have another type of cartilage called meniscus cartilage, which are discs that stabilize a joint and help transfer energy from one side to the other side. As an example, the knee is a famous joint that has meniscus cartilage.
Yes.
That really plays a role
so far, science has not figured out how to grow new cartilage, right?
Well, I believe there's a big misunderstanding with the cartilage. cartilage is consistently remodeled throughout somebody's life. The body is making new cartilage tissue. The issue with cartilage is that the cells, the living cells in the cartilage that manage the tissue, are called chondrocytes. And the chondrocytes stop reproducing when somebody's around 35 years old.
Ooh.
But the chondrocytes you have continue to remodel that tissue all throughout life. So it's possible to regenerate new cartilage, but it's not possible to regenerate new chondrocytes.
I see. Okay. No, well, thank you for clearing that up. Let's go to George in Clearwater. George, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. True or false? 1 in every 2.
It's true.
It is true. 50% of women, 25% of men over the age of 50 will suffer a fracture associated with osteoporosis sometime during their lifetimes. Congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm your 89-year-old ball player.
Yeah, I remember. How are your joints? How are your joints, George?
My joints are in great shape. I'll tell you something.
Yeah. How did you make that happen, brother?
Well, I never gained too much weight, and I always ate well.
Mm-hmm.
I gave up beef 60 years ago, I think, and I eat well and I exercise all the time. I walk daily. I was actually a race walker at one time in the Senior Olympics.
You did what? What did you do?
I did race walking.
Oh, race walking. Yeah, I had a music teacher who was a race walker. You have a certain style of walking. It's an interesting gait or style of walking.
Right.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. You're an example.
Okay.
You're an example for all of us. And I always like hearing. Pardon me?
My health is my wealth. I believe you.
It is your wealth, George. Your attitudes and your behaviors have served you well. You're doing great, and it's always nice to hear from you.
Right. Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
I'm grateful for everything.
I know you are.
Thank you again.
Thank you. Yeah, gratitude goes a long way in making you more spiritually healthy. Richard, you hear a person like that share their story, and he plays ball. He plays softball. And, guys, he's 89 years old, man. And you can hear the enthusiasm in his voice, right?
It's so inspirational, and I'm so glad he called in to encourage people and share his program. And I really tip my cap to him, a ball player term, for showing respect.
Absolutely. Richard, enjoy your stay in Frankfurt. Don't eat too many of those Frankfurt hot dogs. There's probably not a hot dog in Frankfurt. You take care of yourself. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about it. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Everyone's raving about the